Hi art lovers, this is Jenny at Julia Baby Jen, and I have a little project to show you today. Alright, so today I made something. I've seen something similar to this before, I think on Pinterest. So this isn't a brand new idea by any means, but I don't think it's a very common thing that I've seen, so it might be new to you. And there wasn't a tutorial for it. I just kind of made up a way to make it work, I guess. First I'm going to show it off a little bit, and then I'll kind of tell you how I made it. So this is a little mini accordion junk journal book, basically is what this is. It didn't come out perfectly. It was my first attempt, so the folds aren't exactly correct, but next time I do it, I know I'll do it exactly right. I just made a little closure for it because it's kind of heavy paper and it's thick, so it pops right out. So if you want to lay it so you can actually lay it like this or whatever, it really needs a closure on it. This is just a little piece of fabric, scrap fabric I had, that I cut into a strip and tied on it. That's all this is. I love using scrap fabric. My mom's a quilter, so she always gives me tons of scrap fabric to use, and this I think was from her. So she always has lots of scraps and things. So this is a little bit wider piece, but I cut it down to make it look like more like a ribbon or something like that. So we'll untie this here and then I'll show you the book. Okay, so here's the front of it. Very simple. And here's the back. And these are just stickers that I have. This is a little sticker sheet I got. These are both off the same one that I got from the Dollar Tree. I love finding stickers at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes I can find some great ones. This one is little letters that, it's not focused in my hand instead of the project, which irritates me. One second here while I fix that. Focus on the right thing. There you go. And these are little letter stickers. I don't remember where I got these. I think I might have gotten these in a swap, actually. So that's all that is. So we open this up, and it's a little accordion book. It's been sitting closed for a while, so it's not unfolding as much as I'd like right this minute. But kind of try to show off each little section here. There we go. So I added little embellishing things to it. It's all a bunch of odds and ends stuff that I have. I didn't use a certain set or anything like that. This is just all stuff that I happen to have in my stash. I have a little, ouch, I'm sorry, I hurt my arm last night on the stairs. I have a little clip with a little tag on it that I made. And then I did do the back side as well, because if you're going to let it stand up to show as a decoration, you got to have both sides decorated. So, again, just a bunch of odd and end things that I have. And I did a little stamping here and there, just a little bit. A little washi tape, a few stickers, just a lot of paper pieces, honestly, is what this is. So, and then like a little tea. I save my tea tags when they're cute like that. They go so great in projects. I save my tea boxes. I save my tea bags. I save all my tea stuff because they all work great for altered art, mixed media type stuff. So there you go. There's what the project looks like. Now I'm going to talk about how I made this. So the size of this is 4 by 2 inches. Now you can make this whatever size you want. I suggest you start the cover, the two covers, the base pieces, with something nice and sturdy. You can cut it out, or you can use something you have in your stash, which is what I did. I have all of these cute little domino cardboard pieces that I actually got at a garage sale for $1, and it was a huge box of them. And I thought, how great would these be for mixed media and altered art? I mean, you can use them as they are in books and projects, and they look really cool, or you can use them as a base piece, which is what I did here. So these were my base pieces. I covered them with paper and then added the stickers, and that was it for the covers. And then you want to probably do that part first before you do the next part, which I will show what I did here. For the inside piece, I did all one piece, which you wouldn't have to do, but I figured it'd be easier. And I just used a manila file folder. I've been using these for lots of projects. Number one, they're cheap, but they're sturdy and they have a nice color to them. They have like kind of that off-white cream color, which you don't have to do a lot to them to decorate them, which I like. So to make it 4 inches tall, actually I didn't make the inside pieces exactly 4 inches tall, as you can see. I think I did 3.5 to leave a quarter at the top and a quarter at the bottom. So I just cut the piece straight across 3.5 inches tall. That's all I did for that. So then once I had that piece, I put it in my scoreboard and I scored each piece I wanted to fold. So they're not exactly 2 inches. I think I did 1.75 inches for each section and went all the way across as long as I wanted to. I didn't go all the way across. I stopped like right about here. And then you cut that piece off, that last one you score, and then you just fold it up into accordion style like that. Easy. And then I decorated it before I put it in the book, figuring that would be easier, and I'm kind of glad I did it that way. So two of the sides, you're going to glue to your pieces here. So you'll just glue those on, and then this part will be your back piece, and this part will be your, or that part will be your back piece, and that part will be your front piece. So the parts that I glued down, that gave me only 6 sides here. The other one gave me 8. And you can make these as big as you want. I figured that was going to be probably thick enough. So that's all I did there. And so then I decorated each individual page, if you want to call it that, as I wanted to. Stamped, embellished, the whole 9 yards, and then I glued it onto these pieces here. And I used E6000 glue to make sure it would not come apart. And it is not, there's no way it's going to come apart unless you rip it off. You'd have to rip it hard. It could all come into pieces if you tried it. That's why I use E6000 glue on a lot of these kinds of projects. It will glue anything. You will not have anything falling off. So like a lot of the paper pieces, I just use a regular glue stick. But like these pieces here, these like the tag, I use the good glue because I don't want it to come off later. So that's all I did to make it. I'll show you some of the paper I used. Like I said, I used a lot of odds and end things I had sitting around in my studio. I have so much small paper pads, and a lot of it's vintage style. So I just grabbed a bunch of that and mixed and matched the papers. I sometimes like it when you don't use all the same paper collection. I think it looks, I don't know, it looks more junky is a good term. So I have this, I pretty much got, I think I got all this at Hobby Lobby. I'll tell you if I didn't, but this came from Hobby Lobby. I always buy the paper pads and they're half price. They'll either have all the Paper Studio stuff, which is kind of their generic brand, half price. They do that once every 6 weeks, I think. And then every once in a while they'll have all their paper half price, and when they have that, I really go to town. So then I can get this stuff half price. So all this paper that you see here, I got half price from the sticker price. This had 80 pages in it, and I don't know how many is left, but I've used a lot of it. This is a bunch of just map paper, and it's kind of mixed media style, so some of it looks like it's painted or jelly printed or whatever. So I used some of that paper, which I adore this paper. Then I used some of this. This is actually wedding paper, which I didn't realize until I got home, but I didn't realize that until I got home, but I absolutely adore it, and it actually works really well in the mixed media stuff. It's a little bit lighter colors, which I like, but it has a few pages that have, let's see if I can find them. I think it has, yeah, it has like these kind of things, a few pages with this. So some of these images I cut off and put in the book. I do that quite a bit. So yeah, I absolutely love this paper. It's very pretty. And it is by Prima, which explains why it's so pretty. If you're hearing the beeping in the background, that is just my computer, my Facebook notifications. I'm at my computer desk right now. My art desk is a very big mess. And their lighting in there isn't as good when I don't have natural light. And right now I don't have natural light in there because it's really dark outside. This paper is another Prima pad called Romance Novel. This is one of my favorites. Just really pretty. Lots of flowers, but typewriters and words and stuff like that. And it also has some paper in there like this, where you can fussy cut stuff out, which I love. I love that kind of stuff because it's like a nice little collection that you get your die cuts and your paper. This is another Prima one called Stationer's Desk, another one I really love. More writing and print things. There's lots of reds. I used a lot of this in the project. There's a lot of reds in the project, you'll see. So there was that. This is one I just got at Walmart. I don't believe it was half price, but I think it was only $3 or $4. 100 sheets. I've used a lot of this, but it's good generic paper for background stuff, which I love. So that's that one. It's by Colorbach, which is the paper line that Walmart carries. If you've never looked in your Walmart scrapbook area aisle, you need to. Their paper, it's a little bit thinner, so it's not as good quality, but it's inexpensive and it's really pretty. So for little projects where you just need a little piece here and there or background pages to decorate, it's really good for that. And they sell it in 12 by 12 too. This is another Prima pad, which I recently got that I adore. This one's called Epiphany is the name of it. I haven't used very much of this paper yet. It's mostly black and whites, a lot of it. But there's some other light colors in it, some browns. And yeah, I used a few sheets out of this. I absolutely love it. A sheet that I tore. I just wanted a little piece. So that was that one. Here's another Prima one. This is called Forever Green. Another one I just adore. This is a lot of black. Kind of a chalkboard look to it. But it's so pretty. And I fussy cut a lot of this stuff out. Like, these are pages that came out like that. I would rarely just use that sheet like it is. I would fussy cut all those little pieces out, or take my punches and punch some pieces out, like with a round 1-inch punch to decorate your stuff, because it is so pretty. These, I fussy cut all that out. You can see some of the images that I used in the, I used this image in the project, and that, and I think the butterfly and the flower, and that, and the little honey thing down there. I used a lot of that page. I cut apart and put in the project. So I love this paper. If you can find this paper, oh my gosh, I'm sure you can find it other places besides Hobby Lobby. But when it was half price, like I said, that means it cost me $3 for this pad, and that's really a good price. It's not double-sided, but it's really pretty. And then this one is one of my favorite pads I recently got. I actually got this from Joann's, and I had a 60% off coupon. So it was 60% off. So I think I paid $5 something for it. It's 8 by 8, so it's a little bigger than the other sheets. But it's all maps, text, and ledgers. So the back part of it, I used quite a bit of paper out of this for this project. Then it's a little bit of music. It's all text. It has all these kind of things you can cut out and use, which I love. Some stamps, postcard stuff, travel stuff. And then it goes into the maps. This is why I bought it. I love these maps. And most of the book is maps. Look at how pretty these are. And there's 4 sheets of each one, I believe, in it, which I absolutely adore. Just love these maps. We'll get towards the end of them. Then the rest of it's all like ledger paper, which is great for projects. So yes, this is, if you go, the only place I think they sell this is Joann's. I think this is one of their brands. So if you want this, I would go get it at Joann's. And they always have coupons. If you've never been shopping at Hobby Lobby or Joann's and you have one near you, you need to get the apps for these stores. They will, every week they'll have their news, their what's on sale thing, and they always send you coupons. I get a 40% off coupon every week from Hobby Lobby for one item that's regular price. I don't use it every week, but if I want to get a larger item that's not on sale, like a good punch or I don't know, Sometimes I've used it, they have graphic 45 paper, I've used it on that. A tool set, you know, markers, whatever you want to get, that is when you would want to do it. So yeah, that's really worth getting those apps, just so you can get those coupons and know when the deals are. Hobby Lobby always has great deals. And I don't think I ever buy anything there full price. Ever. It's always either on sale or I have a coupon for it. So anyway, going on and on about paper, that was how I made my little accordion book. Super, super easy. If you make a project like this, I'd love to see it. And like I said, you can make it any size you want. You obviously might not have these laying around or anything, but anything that you have, you can cut some chipboard to that size too. Make it any size you want, but I just thought the size was really cute and perfect. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye.
Driving me